It's the event of the summer. Competitors have come from across Canada to take on the ultimate challenge.
The Coors Light Games start now.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power.
We've got an incredible weekend out here at Calabogie Peaks Resort just outside of Ottawa. Hello, Canada. I'm Tessa Bonhomme. This is Cabbie Richards, and we will be your host for this year's Coors Light Games.
The weekend's been awesome so far, Tessa. There's some games in action right now. There's the water luge, the yoga ball, the kick slide, and the water relay, just to name a few of the unbelievably unique events. You know what? Let's take a look at what's happening right now.
Got it. Oh, boys, hey. Listen. Hey, I called mine. Hey, let's do this. It's good. How do you serve it, man? Send him through!
Here's how the games break down. There are over 550 athletes and 138 teams here today. Each team will compete in 10 events, with the top 8 teams qualifying for the quarterfinals. And teams will be eliminated until 2 are left to battle it out for the chance to be crowned Coors Light Games champions.
To call all the action, let's go over to our play-by-play crew, Luke Wildman and Jason DeVos.
Well, thanks, Cabbie. Jason, the competition has been really fierce out here today, and you've been following all the action. What have you seen so far?
Well, teams are going all in, Luke, especially in the water. The water luge and the water relay have been the events that teams have really had the most fun with.
Here are the rules for the water relay. Teams are split into 2 groups. Teams have to swim in tandem on the surfboards around the course. The first team to have all 4 teammates complete the relay will be the winner. Jason, what's the key for this group?
Well, they can't fall too far behind early, Luke. You have to give your teammates a chance in the second leg, and the only way you can do that is to not fall too far behind.
As the leaders come around the first marker, some teams seem to be struggling with the turn.
Well, with 2 people trying to steer at the same time, getting around the markers can be difficult.
Teams are making their way to the second marker, where one of the members has to climb the stairs, and then they have to jump off the dock before rejoining their teammate on the surfboard.
You know, the transfer to and from the board is key for these teams, as you can't afford to wait for your teammate in a race like this.
This by far the most challenging event of the day for these teams, as we see them come towards the finish.
The water events here at the Coors Light Games definitely take a lot out of these teams, especially with a course this long. Like most events here at the Coors Light Games, teamwork is crucial to coming out on top.
Cabbie, it's been an incredible weekend so
yes.
far. Unreal. The atmosphere has been on point, but it obviously takes a lot of preparation to get an event like this running, especially of this magnitude. So let's take a tour of the Coors Light Games.
What makes this event really special is that everything has its own place to live. We've built our tent city at the base of the mountain. The games will be taking part on a 9-hole golf course. We have a beautiful beachfront that we're going to be throwing an amazing party at this weekend.
The Coors Light Games is our biggest event of the year. Our goal was to develop a festival-style experience with a bunch of unique backyard games that are unparalleled across the country.
Well, the Coors Light Games are all about competition and challenge, which is why I've challenged Cabbie to take on this giant water slide. But seemed cool at first when you accepted. Now that we're here, you regretting it?
I live life without regrets, Tessa.
Oh.
I was born for the Coors Light Games. Make sure there's a lifeguard on duty.
Yeah.
Cabbie 1, Tessa 0.
The Coors Light Games on TSN. Brought to you by Coors Light. Brave the cold.
No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours.
Cabbie, if there's one thing you can count on here at the Coors Light Games, is that you're going to have a lot of fun, and that's exactly what this luau party is.
So Tessa and I brought some tried and true pregame rituals to help a team take it all the way. I believe there's protein in these raw eggs. And you've seen other champions drink raw eggs.
We've got some oatmeal here, carbo loading. Come on, guys, cheer on. 1, 2. You got 15 seconds, shovel that in. You want to share?
Do you feel it?
I feel it.
Do you feel like a champion?
I do. I feel like I'm on the next level as of right now.
Go play like a champion.
I'm gonna.
Welcome back to the Coors Light Games. Tessa, we started with 138 teams. We are down to the semifinals.
And the relay will be the semifinal event. To get us set for that, let's head to our play-by-play crew, Luke Wildman and Jason DeVos. Fellas?
Thanks, Tessa. The relay will be the event to determine who goes on to play for the Coors Light Games title. There will be 6 teams vying for the opportunity.
The fact that there are 6 teams means more mayhem. It's going to be a great semifinal.
So what should we be looking for, Jason, in these semifinals?
Well, it's going to come down to whichever team gets off to a quick start. Baseball's the first leg of the relay, so hitting that target right away is going to be important. And for teams to have success, they have to have the right mindset going into the semis.
I mean, we're confident. We've had a good day. Hopefully we get aligned with some good other teams, and hopefully we just come up with a W.
Here are the 6 teams that will compete in the semi-finals. And Jason, one team is missing from that list, last year's champions.
It's always hard to repeat as champs, Luke. The boys from Thunder Bay were agile and strong last year. They rode that all the way to the championship. This year, they struggled in the round robin play.
Well, it's a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, we had a lot of fun, and you know, last year was fun too, and we had a lot of pressure on our backs this year.
So here are the rules for the semi-finals. Each team member competes in one of 4 different skills. They include baseball, basketball, soccer, and football. If the player misses all attempts, they have to complete 10 push-ups to move on to the next skill. The first 2 teams to complete all the skills will advance to the finals. And here we go. The first skill on the relay is the baseball throw. Everyone jockeying for a good throwing angle, and Martin Lacour from the Garlic Roosters hits the target first, and he's off.
Exactly what you want in a relay, Luke. Get off to an early lead. Lacour into the pool quickly as you're seeing the speed of the Garlic Roosters early.
The Mountains are blue in second place as the Garlic Roosters are off to the second skill.
Laurent Baudouin now shooting free throws for the Garlic Roosters as he's got to make one to move on.
Baudouin has to settle for the push-ups here after not making a shot.
Those are the weirdest push-ups I've ever seen, Luke.
I've seen you do a few like that. Despite having to do those push-ups, though, the Garlic Roosters still with a sizable lead as the other teams are struggling to make up ground.
The other team's really falling behind right now. Feels like a 2-team race.
So it's Baudouin with a tag to teammate Frank Leclerc.
Leclerc is the team's best soccer player, so they've got him doing the third skill of this relay.
The Mountains are blue, starting to close the gap a bit. They tag their next competitor.
And that just happens to be Frank Leclerc hitting the target on the soccer portion of the relay, extending the Garlic Roosters' lead once again. This team showing not only their speed, but their skill as well.
Leclerc coming through the pool to tag possibly their fastest player, Derek Deronay.
Deronay needs to kick a field goal through the uprights on the final leg of the relay, and he's got time on his side. Deronay really struggling, unable to get the field goal.
Deronay unable to get a kick through the uprights here. He'll have to settle for doing the 10 push-ups. Despite the push-ups, the Garlic Roosters are going to take this relay and make their way to the finals. Why have they been so good, Jason?
Well, they've just owned this competition. Speed kills, and they put the right people on the right events, and they got the success they deserve.
Brian Simmons from the Mountains are blue coming across the pool for second place. But there we have it. It's the Garlic Roosters taking on the Mountains are blue in the finals of the Coors Light Games. Let's go down to Tessa, who's with our winners.
Martin, you're on to the finals. You guys led the whole way in the semifinals. What was your game plan heading into this in order to move on?
Work very hard.
Yeah.
And have fun, of course.
Of course. So in the finals now, it will be bubble soccer. Is this play to the strengths of your team? If so, how are you going to beat team the Mountains are blue?
We have a soccer player over there.
All right.
And I guess it would be our biggest force.
So he's the ringer, so don't tell them that.
No.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Jack, the action looked intense out there. Can you describe it for us at home?
It was crazy, man. Like we just came up here looking to have some fun, and we ended up going to the finals.
Have you ever competed with these 3 men before, and are you surprised that you've made it to the championship?
You know what? This is the first time we've ever competed, but I'm not surprised at all. These guys gave it their all today. They gave it their all today.
Okay. Well, fellas, congratulations, and we'll see you in the finals.
The teams are set. The finals are next.
The Coors Light Games on TSN. Brought to you by Coors Light. Brave the cold.
No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours.
Coors Light Games, it's important to have a great costume, not only to make a statement about your team and what you're worth, but for other reasons as well.
And although the style points are super high, it's about performing in the best costumes you'll see in Canada.
Now, how do you think these outfits are going to help you here today?
They won't help us.
You're ventilated. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to, sorry to expose you there.
You're lucky I didn't have my other shorts on.
I would like to guess that this is the first time this whole summer that you guys have worn shorts this short.
How will you guys be able to perform with these particular costumes?
So these things clip in, we actually become more aerodynamic.
Hey, Bird.
Weekend at Bernie's. Look at this guy.
He comes in and people expect him to do nothing, and then boom, he's scoring points, he's flipping down the slide, like forget about it.
He's a sleeper. He's the sleeper.
Yeah, he's the sleeper.
How will you guys perform in these unbelievable costumes?
They're surprisingly mobile.
Welcome back to the Coors Light Games. Cabbie, the final event to determine this year's champion will be bubble soccer.
Yeah, you know that the bubbles, they weigh 23 pounds, so it adds that extra weight to your shoulders. So this game's not so much about agility, but strength.
Absolutely, and we're expecting this final to be an all-out battle. Let's head down to the field with Luke Wildman and Jason DeVos.
Well, thanks, Tessa. A battle it may be indeed. We've got the Mountains Are Blue going up against the Garlic Roosters in bubble soccer. So, Jason, what can we expect here?
Well, these teams have been competing all day, Luke. It's really going to come down to who wants it more. The Garlic Roosters have to stick to their game plan. They're a fast offensive team led by their captain, Martin Lecoeur. This guy is an absolute beast. He's from Trois-Rivières and played competitive hockey and football growing up, so he knows a thing or two about physical play. He's been their best player all day, so look for the same thing in the finals. These guys are a tight-knit group, and it may be a key factor to their success.
The best part of our team is the team spirit. Like we are a group, and I think we can do great being united.
Lecoeur and his team will take on the Mountains Are Blue. What can we expect from them?
Well, the player on this team to watch out for is Jack Guest. He plays hockey and lacrosse, and physicality will be the key for the Mountains Are Blue in this matchup.
Going to the finals, we're just going to want to work on our teamwork. We may not be the best athletes, but we got big hearts, and that's what we're going to use.
Here are the rules for bubble soccer. 2 teams will compete, contact is allowed, and the first team to 5 goals will win. And the 2016 Coors Light Games Final is underway. Jason, both teams will be hoping to jump out early.
Yeah, absolutely, Luke. You want to put pressure on the other team right away.
These fans were really treated to an exciting semi-final, hoping for the same in the championship. And the Roosters faster to the ball early on, able to chip it out to a streaking Frank Leclerc, and he scores to give an early 1-0 lead for the Garlic Roosters. Philippe Podpican in net for the Mountains Are Blue had little chance on a breakout like that. The Mountains Are Blue down early as Jack Guest lays a monster hit on Frank Leclerc.
What a hit from Guest. Physicality, definitely the key to containing speed.
The Garlic Roosters play it back inside their own zone. It's a nice setup for Leclerc, and he can score his second goal of the match. It is 2-0 for the Garlic Roosters.
That's a great inbounds pass from Martin Lecoeur, allowing once again for Leclerc to get ahead of the coverage.
Leclerc hit hard right as he scored, but once again the defense a step too late. It's Mountains Are Blue controlling the ball. Jack Guest sets it up to Brian Simmons. Oh, and he scores a beautiful goal into the top corner.
Mountains Are Blue able to attack the zone as Brian Simmons scores a key goal to get his team back in this game.
Now it's Simmons with a corner kick. The Mountains Are Blue with a scoring opportunity. A real chance, but both teams pushing into the net there, and this will mean they'll have to stop the play.
Well, the physicality's picking up for both teams right now.
The ball is in the middle for the Garlic Roosters. It's Frank Leclerc who will have this kick. He's going all the way to the net, and he scores. It's that man again, Frank Leclerc, this time all the way from halfway.
Well, with a short field like this one, the Mountains Are Blue need to put up a much better defensive wall. Crucial mistake from Mountains Are Blue.
So it's 3-1 for the Garlic Roosters as once again the ball is in Mountains Are Blue territory, but it's out of bounds here and it will go to the Garlic Roosters. So it will be that man Leclerc with the inbounds kick, and it's right into the net. He has scored.
That's another defensive breakdown for the Mountains Are Blue as Leclerc takes advantage and scores off the inbounds. Leclerc's been a monster for Garlic Roosters in this game.
So it's out of bounds here for the Garlic Roosters as once again they'll go right to goal, and they've scored. This one is over. The Garlic Roosters will win the 2016 Coors Light Games Championship. This crowd going absolutely crazy as they celebrate on the field with the Garlic Roosters. Let's go down to Tessa and Cabbie, who are with the champs.
Fellas, congratulations. New Coors Light champions have been crowned. Congratulations, boys. Congratulations.
How about him, Cabbie? What a performance. At first, when you arrived here, it was just a pipe dream that you could actually do this. Now that you have won, you guys are the best team here. How does it feel, Martin?
Wow, it feels so good. It's amazing. One state, thanks Coors Light, everyone here. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Listen, this is the toughest game at the Coors Light Games. Was it harder than it looked for the rest of us as the spectators?
Yes, it's very hard. And it's very hot in the bubble.
It is?
Yes.
You're the goalie, right?
Yes.
You're unbelievable. Yeah. You're on your own with a TSN turning point.
Honestly, Cabbie, you know what they say? Defense wins championships. Solid goaltending tonight, and you guys are reigning champs.
Listen, out of the 138 teams, you guys stand alone as champions. Congratulations, you braved the games. Congrats, fellas.
For Tessa Bonhomme, Cabral Richards, Jason DeVos, and myself, Luke Wellman. That's it from the 2016 Coors Light Games. We'll see you next year.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. The system broken, the school's closed, the prison's open. We ain't got nothing to lose.